On the beach, a pile of monster tentacles is touching the man's abdomen. Just with an accidental touch, the man feels a pain as if stung by a jellyfish. His companions are extremely anxious but helpless. Driven by a strong survival instinct, the man jumps onto a table, although he is already very weak. It is only then that they realize the monsters themselves are poisonous. Encouraged by his companions, the man stands up. He takes a banana to probe the monsters and discovers that they are afraid of the bonfire. Jumping onto the bonfire, he finds the monsters do not attack him. He told everyone that he had discovered the weakness of the monster. However, his wound has begun to worsen. He forcefully throws beverages from the table to his companions, but in the next moment, his abdomen suddenly becomes blurred with blood and flesh. Eventually, he painfully collapses on the table, leaving his companions in tears. Meanwhile, the monsters have started damaging car tires. Suddenly, a police car arrives. The police walk over, but nothing happens. It turns out that as long as the monsters don't touch the skin, they cannot devour human bodies. Finally, they have a way to save themselves. The man was trapped by the metal barrel. The police went over to rescue him, but they couldn't pull him out of the metal barrel. Suddenly, the police officer's keys fell to the ground. He reached down to pick them up, but the monster's tentacle grabbed his hand. He used pepper spray to drive away the monster, but his arm was bitten off halfway. Eventually, weakened, he collapsed on the ground and was devoured by the monster. As a result, the woman picked up the police officer's pepper spray. Everyone discussed and decided to use clothing for self-rescue. The man asked his companions to throw clothes to him, but he accidentally fell on the beach. The monster's tentacles crawled up his body, and he struggled in agony. His companions were saddened but powerless, and in the end, he too was consumed by the monster. The woman took charge of leading everyone in self-rescue. She threw railing and clothes onto a car and jumped onto it. She rescued another woman first. Together, they placed iron railings on the beach, constructing a bridge. One woman accidentally fell on the beach, and her companions tried to use pepper spray to drive away the monster. However, it had an adverse effect, angering the monster's tentacles, which quickly consumed the woman. The monster suddenly began to attack the man's metal barrel. On the other side, his companions were still rescuing another man. The woman made an effort to jump onto the police car. Suddenly, the ground started shaking. The man began to scream and cough up blood. The monster's tentacles became even larger and swiftly devoured the man. The monster's tentacles shook the police car, causing the woman to fall unconscious. Her companions kept calling out to her, but she showed no response. The sky slowly turned dark. The woman who had fainted finally woke up. She spread an inflatable mattress from the police car onto the beach. Another woman and a man climbed onto the police car, together using the inflatable mattress. The ground started shaking again. The monster's tentacles became even larger. The woman poured gasoline next to the police car and ignited the monster's tentacles. Her companions helped her get into the police car. The monster tried to pull open the car door, and they resisted with all their strength. The monster struggled for a long time, but eventually died. They were very scared inside the car. Waiting until dawn, the woman walked barefoot on the beach. The monster did not appear again. They were finally rescued, but the men had died.